One thing you'll learn quick about being a creator is that you're gonna buy a lot of gear, and most of the time you won't even use them. To save you time and money, I have put together a list of equipment I use to create content under $100, and they can all be found on Amazon. I will also put the links to the items in the description for you to check it out. The very first equipment is the small rig clamp with Magicam, which I only bought for $28 on Amazon. And when I tell you that this is the most versatile camera mount, camera clamp, and the best part is that like it's not only just used to mount cameras, right? I can mount lights, I can mount almost any type of film equipment with it, right? So I've done a lot of videos whereby I'm on my phone and I want to do like a POV of me on my phone, right? So like I've also used it to shoot like my remote. It's very versatile. You can really get creative, and I've also seen people mount it on the door, right? And use it to get, you know what I mean, like door opening, door closing. So there's a lot of POV shots you can actually get, you know, with this gear. The next piece of equipment that I have is the newest suction cup mount with Magicam. Here goes another really good versatile suction mount. So like what makes this really good is a suction mount that you can mount almost anywhere in the house, even in the car. Like I've used this to mount my car a couple of times and it's very sturdy. I can mount my camera on windows in the bathroom, right? So like, you know, if you're looking to do a lot of like beauty shots or, you know, just shots of it like brushing or something, I can imagine you just mount the suction on the window and you're brushing and you get like a really cool POV shot. It's very sturdy. I bought it on Amazon about 6-7 months ago, and I've really been using it to get really creative angles. This is also really good for travel because sometimes you don't want to take a tripod and you want to be able to get, you know, nice creative POV shots. So when you travel, you can literally just, you know, mount this in the bathroom, mount this on the wall, get all your creative shots and, you know, be on the go. When it comes to the weight, I don't remember quite well how many pounds it can hold, but I've used it a lot of time on my Sony FX3. I've also used it on the DJI Osmo, used it on many different cameras, and it's been pretty sturdy. All right, so this next item cost only $40, and it's a must-have if you have DJI Osmo. So if you have a DJI Osmo Pocket 3 camera, definitely you're gonna need an ND filter. Like I do not shoot videos outdoor without an ND filter. So ND filters are pretty much like sunglasses for your camera, right? So if you go out on a bright sunny day, man, your eyes are gonna be like, oh my god, it's too bright. Same thing with your camera, right? For you to get cinematic footage out of your camera, you want to make sure that, you know, you're not cranking your shutter all the way up because you want your motion blur to be as natural as possible. So that means that you're gonna need an ND filter. What I like about this ND filter is that it's variable, so that way, you know, I do not need to apply multiple ND filters. I can dial it up anytime I need to use it. So from, I think the levels from like 2 to 8, something like that. So that's pretty much from like what, ND6 all the way to like ND32 or whatnot. But it's a pretty good mount. Also the case comes with a CPL filter as well, so it's an old kit. Also comes with a screen protector for the DJI Osmo. For $40, it's definitely worth it. If you have an Osmo Pocket 3, this is a must-have item. All right, so this next item is pretty good for anybody that's into, I would say, like if you're into vlogging or if you're into like talking head videos, pretty much if you're into like creating the kind of videos that I'm creating right now. Because let me tell you something, when you're trying to shoot and you want to be creative, you do not have time to be charging the battery, to be making sure that your camera battery is, you know, almost dying or not. I cannot count the amount of times where recording a video for over an hour and the battery will be dead and I'm like, oh my god, I gotta check the battery. So I found this dummy battery for $41, and when I tell you, this is a lifesaver for any creator creating videos like the one I'm doing right now. Like if you're sitting down and you're talking for a long time, or if you're somebody that you're bad with charging batteries and stuff, I can record this video for the next 10 hours and I don't have to worry about battery, because with this diamond battery I'm able to just plug it to the AC and I'm gonna be at 100% for the next 10 years. I can just continue rolling, continue shooting. I do not need a battery. It is a lifesaver. One thing that I like about it is that the cable is very long, so you do not have to be close to the outlet in order for you to use it. And also you can always use, you know, an extender or something, and you can just plug it to your computer if you want. If you want to plug it to your computer and get power out of that for $41, man, this is a lifesaver. I know I've said a lot of equipment are my favorite, but this one is really good, right? So one thing about me is when I buy equipment, I make sure that I buy the best equipment available. So like I do a lot of research I mean, I've been filming for over 13 years now, so I've purchased a lot of equipment. So when I say something is good, I mean it's really good. So if you're a creator that do a lot of product review and stuff, that means you want to get a lot of overhead shots, right? So I found a good solution to getting overhead shots, which is the newer overhead camera mount, and I purchased it for $49.99, so that's pretty much $50. And with this overhead camera mount, what I like about it is that I can mount it almost anywhere. Like I mounted it to the table, I mounted it to my countertop, I can mount it everywhere and get overhead shots from my camera pretty quick. So, you know, I feel like that's a product that's very, very good. The next item is that one item that scares everybody. Like everybody freaks out whenever I post a video, like the behind the scenes of me filming, and I have a cam mount, right? So whenever I'm shooting with a cam mount, people are always freaking out. They're like, oh my God, is this thing not going to break your, your camera? Like, is it not going to fall? And I'm like, no, this is a small rig cam mount. Small rig are known for, like creating products that are pretty sturdy, that are very good and inexpensive. So I don't remember how many pounds it can hold really, but I've used it on my Sony FX3. But before I purchased it, I made sure that, it can handle my FX3 plus my lens and everything. And I've been using this for over a year now, and I haven't had any issue with it, with the suction mount and all that stuff. So if you're shooting any car shots, definitely you want to get a cam mount, because being able to achieve this POV, for example, like, getting a shot of the tire, getting a shot of the steering, getting a shot of the car, takes your videos to a different dimension. The next equipment I have on the list is the Aputure Accent B7C. I purchased it for $56 on Amazon. This is probably one of those equipment where I tracked for like 7 months, where I kept seeing it. I kept seeing people making videos around it, and I was like, I like this bulb, but it's kind of crazy buying a bulb for $56. When I was setting up the studio, I was like, I really want a smart bulb that I'm able to control over my phone, that I'm able to change the colors, that is, it's a smart LED, and plus it's a film light as well, right? So because a lot of bulbs are not film bulbs, so like you're not really gonna get, that clean quality that you need. The next item is the newer ND filter for my Sony camera. So, like I said earlier, the ND filter is pretty much sunglasses for your camera. I shoot all my videos on S-Log3, which my ISO have to be on 800, so I definitely need an ND filter, unless I'm gonna have to crank my shutter all the way up. And another thing I like about this specific newer set is that it comes with a built-in CPL inside of the ND filter itself. Next item is the SmallRig NP F970 battery, and I purchased it for $80 on Amazon. So this is a very versatile battery, and it can be used to power almost everything. Honestly, what grabbed my attention to this battery, if I'm to be honest, should I say it, was the color. I saw that orange pop and I'm just like, wow, this looks good, and it's also gonna look good in my videos and stuff. Other than that, the functionality is very, very good. If I need to charge my camera and I'm on the go, I can just plug my camera to it and it's charging my battery. My next item is the Aputure MC light, and if I tell you that I've had this light probably for the last 5 years and I've still been using it. Normally I would have lost it by now, but this is that one piece of equipment that it's so good, man. It's like I almost put a tracker on it, like this thing must not get lost or anything. I mean, I've shot weddings with this light, I've shot like videos, music videos, I've shot like almost everything with this, very square portable light, right? So I really, really like the fact that this thing is magnetic. A lot of time when I'm shooting and I just need some light, I just boop, clip it, right? I clip it to the fridge, microwave, to anything that's magnetic, right? When I'm shooting, it's really, really good for $90. And also, like, the light is very soft, so like it's not harsh on the face or anything like that. So the very last item is this newer tripod, which I bought for $93 on Amazon. And when I tell you like price and value, a lot of the equipment, they don't really match, but when it comes to this equipment, this newer tripod, I would have comfortably bought it for like $180, and like I will enjoy it for $180 because it is that good, right? So it's a heavy duty tripod. Hey, newer, I'm not saying you should increase the price. Do not increase the price, keep it the way it is. It can hold up to 33 pounds, so that's very, very strong. I also like the fact that I can take out the ball head, so sometimes if I'm getting like top-down shots and I'm using my assistant, it's easy to fold. It's a really good tripod. If you're looking for a tripod that's versatile, that we can literally use it for everything. It's just that tripod that you need for everything that you're doing, and it's heavy duty. I definitely recommend this newer tripod. All right, y'all, so we've reached the end of my Amazon equipment list under $100. Everything that I have here, I've been using them for some time, and they're really good products, and these are something that I can recommend anytime. So definitely, if you guys want to check it out, the link is in the description. And let me know if I missed out on any dope equipment that maybe I should have, that I should definitely try out. And let me know what you think about this series. I can definitely test more Amazon products for you. You know, just let me know, and I'll consider it. And I'll see you in the next video. Let's go.